Okay, we're back on the AT, and this would make it day 41. We're just outside of Great Barrington, Massachusetts, and just driving on. It's very wet. I think they've had some serious weather here for the last few days, it looks like, because it's swampy and wet and nasty and muddy. Rain in the forecast for the next, it looks like, straight week. We might get a couple nice days, but at least it's warm, so that's not bad. And yeah, we're just driving on, hoping to make it about 6 miles to a shelter. But being a holiday weekend, I got a suspicion when we get to that shelter, it's going to be full. So we'll see. If it is, we'll drive on 2 more miles. There's a church that takes in hikers for the night at a road crossing. And I think we can get there by 8 or 9 o'clock if we have to do 8 miles. It's, just a little after 4 o'clock right now, closer to 4:30, I think. And it is muddy and nasty. We're gonna be a muddy, nasty mess by the time we get where we're going. So got a couple decent climbs ahead of us coming up here in about a mile. Hopefully we'll get out of this swampy stuff. We'll see. Well, I think we're about 2 miles in maybe. We came up our first steep climb and I'm feeling that layoff. That was hard and it's hot. It's like 80 degrees and just 100% humidity. It's good to be back out here walking, but wow, the conditions are tough, but pretty, man. It's real good walking, real nice. There's a stream coming up about 1.5 miles with a campsite, and there's that shelter that's still about 4 miles away. So we'll decide where we're gonna go when we get there. Okay, we're about, a little more than halfway to the shelter. It's been pouring. It looks like it's brightening up and getting ready to maybe let up, hopefully a little bit now. We're soaked, but enjoying ourselves still. It's still warm and nice, but it's hard to work this phone and film in the rain. Matt just about busted his ass right there, over there on that thing. Yep, so we're still planning. I'm hopeful in the back of my mind, maybe. I know it's a holiday weekend, but I'm kind of hopeful that maybe the shelter's empty and we can stay in that tonight and stay out of the rain. It'll be the first time since I started the trail that I would stay in a shelter. I never have, but I'm kind of planning on it tonight if the rain keeps up like it's supposed to. But it does look like it's lightening up and the rain's letting up a little bit, so we're going to keep pushing. I probably won't be able to film much because it's hard to do anything with the wet phone and wet fingers, so maybe I'll see you when we get to the shelter. Well, we made it to the top of the second climb and our first beautiful view of the day up on top of this hill here. Just gorgeous. I was hoping we'd get to see something. The rain finally let up and it looks like the sun's getting ready to come out a little bit, so not too shabby. Beautiful. Okay, good morning. It's our second day out. First day was nasty. I didn't get video when we got to the campsite. We found a decent campsite, but it rained all night long hard. And we both got kind of wet, and it's looking like we're in for more of the same today. And well, the whole week doesn't look great, but we're gonna try and make the best of it and enjoy ourselves, take a nice walk today. We're shooting for 11 miles to the next campsite, and we're gonna take it slow today and easy. We've got plenty of time. It's only, I don't even think it's 7 o'clock in the morning yet. I think we're about 3 miles in for the day. We stopped and had a nice little breakfast and moving on. There was a lady that was making breakfast sandwiches. We didn't stick around for the sandwiches because it was taking a long time. There was one person there, but we got a soda and a cookie and got to stepping now. We've got about 8 miles left for the day. We're just taking it slow. These boards are slippery, muddy, slippery. Conditions are poor, but we're still enjoying ourselves. I think Matt will be happy when he gets some sleep. He didn't sleep good last night. He had a bad campsite. When we got there, that place was packed full of people and there was really no good place to set up a tent. So he had a bad spot. He couldn't get comfortable all night. So he'll sleep great tonight when we finally stop. And I think we should have pretty much the pick of that site by the time we get there. So that'll be good, because we're gonna get there really early. Okay. I think this is called Bear Pond. Just walked up on it. We got about 7.5 miles left for the day. That's beautiful. It's tempting to jump in there. I'm nasty and muddy. But we're gonna head to the next shelter up, and then hopefully it opens up a little bit and we can dry our gear out. That would be lovely. But we're gonna keep pushing on. Oh, the trail is really beautiful through here. It's not super strenuous, but it's slippery and wet, so you gotta be careful where we step. But man, is it pretty. All these big rock formations, beautiful views off to our side. It's just gorgeous. Here comes Matt up behind. Gorgeous. If I fall while you're recording me, I'm gonna kill you. Well, I'll get a good laugh at your expense. Oh, we made it to the shelter. We're in here, got our gear drying off. We've been just about little over 5 miles for the day. Really slow going. It's slippery and wet. The sun's out now. It's finally drying everything off. Matthew's got his ramen cooking. We're eating up our lunch, and we've got about 6 miles and change left to go to our stopping point for the day, and we should be able to make that no problem at all. Hopefully the weather will hold out and all this gear, sopping wet tent and stuff, will dry out for us. Okay, we had a great lunch. Got our gear mostly dried out. We took a whole full hour and aired out our feet, dried off our feet, and took some Tylenol and had a good lunch, and now we're moving. Last 6 miles of the day. We're gonna turn up the pace just a little bit because I think the terrain's getting easier. So hopefully, I don't know, 5:30 we'll be finishing up, and then we can chill out, finish drying off everything that didn't quite dry out, and have a nice dinner and get settled in. And hopefully the campsite's not full when we get there again. That was a bummer last night. I don't like that at all. Ooh, close. That was close. Oh, home stretch. We got about a little over a mile left to go, and that's gonna lead us in, get us there on time. We'll have plenty of time to set up, dry off, shoot the shit, have dinner. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a good night. Get our tent set up on the platforms here. We got really good spots tonight. There's Matthew's, and we're over here having dinner, and that's it for the day. We did 11 miles today. It's 17 total for the 2 days, yesterday and today. And tomorrow we're gonna plan one more kind of small day, a 10-mile day to Goose Pond. They got a really nice cabin up there, and they cook you breakfast in the morning, supposedly. I don't know how that's going to work with the 4th of July tomorrow, but hopefully we get lucky, and we'll have a nice day and get a nice breakfast. And that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.